Nation. Meet TV, aka Meat TV, aka that Care Huggy Bear, aka the customer is always right, but not really, aka add-on sales everywhere. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's an inside joke between me and my friends Jeremy, Kurt, Tom, and Tim. All right, because also before I get started, a special shout out to my friend Jeremy. He is overseas right now fighting in our military for our country. Jeremy, please get back soon and safe. And for the rest of the troops, please get back safe as well. And thank you. Now, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Because Best Buy, as I have it right here, because I'm going to put all the links in the info bar for you guys. Best Buy is charging $30 for a PS3 firmware update. Yeah, $30. And they're charging $130 for in-home gaming setup install. Look. We can't have this, gamers. All right, Best Buy is trying to get over on people. All right, and for those who don't know, like I said, I'm not just talking about just you and I. All right, I'm talking about people who aren't very tech savvy, who don't know how to plug up cords and carrying on. So I'm talking about not just parents, but I'm also talking about grandparents. They want to buy these games for these kids, their grandchildren and everything. If you know somebody who has this problem, and you know someone who's going to have this problem, please help them out. It is only right. Don't let them get taken for a ride. Seriously, Best Buy, and I say this because I've worked for Best Buy a couple years ago, and before my career, and I worked with Electronics Boutique, and we're going to get into that today. Okay, I'm gonna let you know exactly just how dirty these places can be. Okay, now with that being said, I'm gonna start with Electronics Boutique. All right, which who acquired GameStop, and I'm telling you now, GameStop employees, what the fuck is your problem? Where do you get off thinking that you're some type of elitist prick because you work at a fucking game store? Let me tell you something, okay? Because I shouldn't have to come to your store, and I know how the good thing works. It's a used copy because it's a new copy unless it's on display, then it's used. But the fact is, if I come to you, because last time I went there, I bought Phantasy Star Portable for the PSP, okay? I went there, and I kind of figured it was the only copy that I had left. So I asked the guy, I said, hey, is this the last copy? Because if so, I'll bring this up. Apparently, he must have got lost in translation somewhere because he answers back and says to me, now mind you, this is like a 16, 17-year-old kid, all right? I mean, a fucking dork, pimply face and everything, all right? And he says to me, of course we have the game. It wouldn't be up there if we didn't. Which, look, let me tell you guys something now. I am not a man who likes to be disrespected or played with, okay? That's not me. You're not gonna fucking disrespect me, especially to my face, on some video game shit. So people was with me, was like, calm down. No, I'm not gonna calm down. He needs to learn how to fucking talk to people. And his manager, his store manager, not general manager or the regional manager, but his store, his manager is sitting there laughing. What the fuck are you laughing at? You're trying to make a sale and you're insulting your customer. If he doesn't know how to talk to somebody, then guess what? His ass needs to go somewhere. If anything, the manager should have stepped in and made the sale, took his employee in the back, and reprimanded him. Look, let me tell you something, GameStop employees. I've seen this too many times, because I'm telling you, all it took was one more word for me to jump over that fucking counter and choke the shit out that little kid. Okay? You don't talk to no grown-ass man like that. What's wrong with you? All right? But I've seen this time and time again. I remember a couple years ago, I went to go get RPG Maker right here at the gallery. And this fucking clown, I asked him if he has the game, and he puts the game down the register, and he says to me, what the hell you want with this game? This game's garbage. Did I ask you for your fucking opinion, monkey? Did I ask you for it? No. All right, look, if you want to give customers a warning, like I said, I've worked in this field. If you want to give customers a warning, say, look, I heard this game isn't too good, and I'm just looking out for you, but, proceed with your own caution. That's fine, all right? But don't sit here and tell me when you're trying to sell me a product that this game is ass. Or you don't do that, all right? You're trying to sell a product. And then on top of it, if I'm asking you if you have the game and insisting on buying it, you're telling me my taste is garbage. So now you've pissed me off. You get what I'm saying? That's how it works. You cannot do that. Not at all. And these guys need to learn how to talk to people. And they think just because they can wear whatever they want, and I'm going to get into that. They can wear whatever they want. They can slouch around. They can sit around. And they don't give a shit. Look, let me tell you something. When I worked at Electronics Boutique, all right, and this is back in the early 2000s, okay, we had to wear shoes, slacks, shirts, and ties to sell video games. Yeah, video games. All right. And I and many employees and I stepped up and said, look, this is not the way, dress code should be, because they thought it should be very professional. And we're like, no, it's only video games. So we should be able to wear polo shirts and sneakers and be more comfortable, because their policy was you were not allowed to slouch, you were not allowed to sit down, you were allowed nothing. If you got caught sitting down, you were in trouble, okay? So you had to always be on your feet and moving around, and no one wants to be standing for 8 hours a day doing this. Hurts your feet and carrying on. And also, let me get into this. All you gamers who think they can make a difference in those type of shops, it's not going to happen. All right? If they schedule you for a certain amount of hours a day and say, hey, you're missing out on whatever new games are coming out and you want to learn information, they will not let you read the magazines. Yeah, you'll have to wait the month after when those magazines get thrown out. Then you'll have to thumb through them and read them so you know exactly what's going on. So you're a month late, you're a month behind. So for all you gamers who are saying employees at GameStop don't know shit and this, that, and third, this is why. Because the company doesn't keep them updated on what's going on. If you are scheduled for a certain amount of hours, you will not learn anything outside of it unless it's on your free time. And at the time that I was working at, was it Electronics Boutique, it was like a 3-hour drive. And I mean, not even a drive. That's before I had a car, so I had a bus. So, and for those in Philadelphia who know, I'm going to say 2 words: Franklin Mills. So you know how hard it is to get there. So on a bus, it would take me 3 hours to get there, work from such and such till like 10 o'clock, then 3 hours back. By the time I get home, now I got to do research on my own to keep up on the games. Then I have to turn around and be there early in the morning to open up the store. Do you get what I'm saying? And they don't pay you enough, so you understand exactly how this works. This is why the employees don't understand what's going on. This is why the employees are just lost in the dark. All right, and they're told in the beginning, of the store, like I said, I'm not sure if it works now, if it's still the same now, but with big stores, we would have regional managers come in and tell us our goals for that day when they were visiting. All right, so when you ask for a certain game and they automatically walk over and get a used copy without asking you, guess what? That's because they've been instructed to do so. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So don't get on the employee, but unless he gets arrogant, don't get on the employee, because I had that happen before. I didn't ask for a used copy. Well, you didn't say you want a new copy either. What the fuck? You know what? You just lost the sale. Fuck you. And I did that purposely. Was it when I went to, fuck, what is that? It doesn't matter. Plymouth Meeting Mall. The guy acted like that. I let him ring up. I said I didn't want the used copy. And he said, well, you didn't ask for a used copy. I said, you know what? Bring up the used copy. And as soon as he rung it up and he gave me my total, I said, you know what? I don't want it. You just lost the sale. I just wanted to see him sweat it out, just to do that. Yeah, I'll be if you want to be an asshole to me, I'll be an asshole to you. And I walked out, and I haven't been there since, and I won't. All right? The fact is, this happens way too many times. All right? Like I said, so employees, even though they don't, and I know how it feels to be on the other side of it too, because when I was in Electronics Boutique, when Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast came out, I remember it was only pre-order only, of course, because it was a high demand seller, and this guy came in, and I've been working there all day, and he had came in and he wanted a copy right there, and I was like, we don't have any more copies, it's only for pre-order. We only had a certain amount of numbers we can give out, only for pre-order. And he was with his girlfriend, and he got upset. And he's like, well, I was told that, it would be here today, and, because he didn't pre-order it. He just came in. I was told that I could get it here and everything. I'm like, who told you that? Well, I was told on the phone. I've been answering the phones all day. I've never said anything like that. So what are you talking about? So he throws a hissy fit, and he acts like he wants to fight. Over a game, he wants to fight. And I said, look, dude, if you really want to fight, all you got to do is say, all this animated shit and all this drama, you don't have to do that. If you really want to fight, let's do this. And he walked out the store, and he was pissed off. His girlfriend stayed and apologized to me the entire time because she felt it was ridiculous that he would get this obsessive over Soul Calibur. Yeah. All right? So there are fanatics out there. Listen, I know how it feels to be on both sides of the spectrum, but it's about communication. Best Buy. Let's get on Best Buy, all right? I think I worked there for, what, 6 months? Within 3 months I worked there, I was employee of the quarter. All right, I worked for those who work at Best Buy, I worked in the media section for video games, and all I was told, push add-on sales, push add-ons. It was the same thing in Electronics Boutique. Well, if you have a game, sell a memory card. If you have this, sell that. At Best Buy, it was, if you have a game, try to have a memory card. If not, and this is right after Electronics Boutique, because I walked away from Electronics Boutique when our new manager was afraid, check this out, she was afraid of black people. So when black people came in, I was the designated guy to go over and talk to them. How's that work? Anyway, and I left because of that, because I thought it was ridiculous. All right, so I went to Best Buy, which they paid more, actually. They paid more for me, and I ran the media section, and on top of it, I ran the register section. So for those who work at Best Buy know what I'm talking about. So it was add-on sales for the media and the PlayStation, the Xbox, whatever. You had to set them up with memory cards, headsets, all this stuff. You try to push as much stuff as possible. What I got? I'm at 9 minutes. Damn, I have to hurry up. Anyways, 10 minutes actually. And what they would do is I would work at at the register. And for those who don't know, that's how they get you with warranties and carrying on at the register. If something's say if you buy something and the 3-year warranty is $15, what they'll say is, I'll give you the key right now, customers. What they say is, for only $14.99, you can have this. Why $14.99? Because it's a penny less and it sounds cheaper. That's how it works. And because of that, I ran both places and was the top seller at both places. So I was the guy who was up on the wall and this, that, and third, and people got mad. But the fact is, the other employees have been there longer. But the fact is, that's how it works, all right? People do not get duped into these type of things. Like I said, the holiday season, I'm going to give you a lot of things, all right? Thanksgiving's coming up? People, please, by all means, be thankful for what you have. Because I said, I only have a little bit of time left. Be thankful for your dinners. People in Philadelphia, I'm just letting you know now, if you are bored and you don't want to watch Cowboys Lions, who the fuck wants to watch that? In Kensington Avenue, they are feeding the homeless. Please sign up for an hour or two if you have nothing else better to do. Seriously, be thankful, guys. And I know, I want to get this out real quick. Like I said, time's running out. I have a couple of requests for me to play Call of Duty today. I will be online today to play with some of you guys, but if I don't get to some of you guys, because they want to play zombie mode, so it's only 4 players, all right? If I don't get to some of you guys, today, I will get to you tomorrow or whenever during the weekend. So don't think that I'm cutting you off or anything. I will be playing today, okay? So I will talk to you guys later. Be safe, everyone. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I will talk to you. Oh, and Black Friday, I'm going to have a video for that. Just letting you guys know, I'm going to have a video on Black Friday. I understand if everyone's shopping or whatever, but whatever. So if you don't see, you don't see. If not, oh well. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll talk to y'all then. I'm out.